face, but that's an interesting move there. It can work out, but it just feels like right now they can abuse him. They have a Sentry Ward behind him, so they can kill him despite him having that Sandstorm available. And if he doesn't get a level 2 quick enough, then he will suffer having that Sandstorm skill point, and it looks like that is going to be the play. He doesn't have anything available. He can Sandstorm in a second. Looks like he will be able to do so. He tries to, but they have vision. They will lose the vision, but they still, oh, they get the kill. As the Wraith Fire Blast over time will be enough to burn down that Sand King. And speaking of being punished, that's what... Meantime... Let's see, Ace moves in, he can once again go on XaKoH, but he knows he has that Sandstorm available, so he knows he's just sitting there with a trigger finger ready to go with that little Wraith Fire Blast. He can go on, and once he's under the Sentry Ward, he will go for him now. He will hit it as well, as Sun comes out with the Impale from the Lion. We do have the Aya making a move in here, trying to help him on the way to survive, and well, for now they'll go for Bar Strike onto the line. They might actually try and burn him down here. They don't have the passive on the tanking right now. The Aya will be focused on, looks like Rise will go for an Impale as well. He will get the tether away. Looks like Yol will survive. Hex comes out in the meantime. Rise will be the survivor as well, as he does not drop down Ace in the meantime. He doesn't have any more mana to go for another Wraith Fire Blast, but one more hit if he gets a crit off. No, not going to be good enough. He still continues hitting. XaKoH went invisible, but it's not going to be good enough. Wraith King in the meantime will be hit. And well, they're just trading blows left, right, and center, but in the end, it is as they will not get that kill. And Hesheron, he wastes that time. Ark wasn't really farming that whole time where he just sat and waited. So Hesheron, you know, just making sure that he doesn't die himself. Alright, the Wombo combo comes out here in the top, and Hex comes out as well. The Sand King is going to be a little bit in trouble. He does go for Bar Strike, where he does have a TP available in case of emergency, but he needs to get himself further away. He does go in with Fire Blast, and bam! That is a blast to the face, and the Sand King will drop down. Yet again, XaKoH dropping. This is triple stacked? Does it triple stack? No, that's double stacked. Does he have any more stacks? He does have that one double stacked, and I believe up in the top area maybe. Yeah, he stacked this one as well once. So that's a little bit of farm on the map to be had by the Tiny or whoever else. XaKoH in the meantime is hiding out in the Roach Pit. XaKoH gets Hex now. Shrapnel comes out. They do have the Impale as well. They do have the Fire Blast. Noya will go for the Fire Blast. Looks like XaKoH is going to be taken down. Gets a Bar Strike away. Shrapnel comes out, but XaKoH will be killed by the... Once again, making some rotations towards the mid lane. He may be able to set up a kill on this Ogre Magic. They do have the Bar Strike available. Noya takes a lot of damage, but looks like he will be fine. Nice Impale coming out from Rise, making sure they hit on both of these heroes. XaKoH will be taken down, and so will Kuman on that Tiny. They do go in with a hasted Ursa. They're running down Rise. They try to control and try to burn him down. Wraith Fire Blast comes out. He goes for the enrage. He will be alive now. Black Hole comes out. They don't give anything up. They want this kill, and they will get it. Ark, his haste will run out, and a Wraith Fire Blast to the face will secure his fate, as that is 4 dead, 5 dead actually, I believe, as indeed Comanche, they lost. Fortunately, didn't actually successfully get any kills. Now he's in the bottom lane trying to set up on Noya. They want to get a kill on him. Oh, they need the vision. They go for the glimpse. Looks like Fervin is going to be dropping down very, very low though, and Noya again just forcing them to go into such a weird position to try and get any kill, as Comanche, they're just way too greedy. They wanted way too much. Sentry Ward gets put down, and XaKoH is going to be the next one to drop down, as it just feels like Comanche, they're trying way too hard to secure kills. They just have this idea that he picked up earlier. The sniper does have the drums and almost a maelstrom on top of that. Could go for that Dragonlance as well, but well, you know, having drums up now means that it's a little bit later. The next couple of items comes online. Io in the bottom lane gets found, and he gets killed. A little Impale from Rise, and that is going to be a dead Io. Level 4 Io, still not having his relocate available. The Disruptor is also level 5, so both of the heroes on the side of Comanche is struggling to get their ultimates online, and they need those ultimates to be able to do something, as, I mean, you know, that draft is all about using Static Storm for kills, using Blink Epicenters for kills, using Relocates for kills, and they are not able to do any of those 3 things right now. They don't have the Static Storm, you know, slowly moving themselves away, so the attempt is going to be nullified from the side of Comanche. They went for Glimpse on Hesheron, but sadly the Glimpse was like 1 centimeter since the 5 seconds past was almost the same place. They now relocate to the bottom lane. They try to set up on the Lion, and they will get a setup on the Lion. Finally, Kuman getting that Blink initiation and killing him. So that is 1 kill that Comanche will be dropping down very low, but Baby Knight goes in, moves into position, defends the tower. He does have that Maelstrom complete now. He's actually moving towards a Sanjin Yasha, surprisingly enough. I guess that's like a early game, I want to have as many stats as possible kind of build, and a lot of movement speed on the sniper. Ace in the meantime goes in deep, gets that kill on the disruptor, does have enough gold to go for blink now, so he will back himself up, pick up his blink, and then he can go for another play. XaKoH in the meantime on that Sanking, you know, he sees that the lane is free for a second or two, and then he goes in and desperately tries to get that blink gold up and running. The Enigma in the meantime does have his mechanism completed now. He's hitting 1000 gold on top of that, so he could actually like go for a blink before the Sanking is even going to be anywhere near picking up a blink, and indeed the Sanking ends up dropping down again, so 200 gold more is lost for the Sanking. And Rage comes out by Ark, will keep himself alive for the moment, but looks like that is only going to give him a couple of seconds, though they actually get a nice turnaround. He does have the blink available. Does he get to blink into a good situation? In the meantime, Io gets run down. Io will be taken down. Fervian is going to be the next one to die as they get the 2 support heroes, and Comanche Ark is still alive. He's still just sitting in the pit. He does not want to move away from you. Will get the blink away onto the shrine high ground. Goes onto it. Hesitor run in the top lane. Hesitor run could go for a little arcanes and then go for the black hole, but no, Kuman goes in, lifts him up into the air, and that is going to be a dead black hole boy. Enigma Sanking goes for an epicenter onto Noya. Noya tanking the spells. They will get the Aegis popped on the Earth, and now they need to get themselves out as they're TPing in. They're respawning inside of Comanche. They need to get as many kills as they can now. Rise might be the only one dropping. Ace still going to be fighting right now. The sniper's also in position. He goes for an ultimate onto the Io. The Io gets taken down. Ace needs to get himself away. He tries to armor toggle as well as he possibly can. He will be jumped up into the air, and he will finally be dropping down. Blink is available. He doesn't get to blink away as he gets stunned instantly, and he will drop the second time. Alright, well that's pretty good. That's actually a lot of return kills that Comanche needed. That's 3,000 gold going there. Needed. The Sankey now has his blink completed. The IO one step closer to his mechanism. The Titan now has a Shadow Blade complete. He's moving down to the bottom lane, trying to go on a rise. He should be able to get this kill pretty easily. Will go for a lift. Will go for a toss. Blinks a little bit forward. Rise will be able to get an impale in the meantime. Will impale the Tiny, and well, he's at least wasting a lot of time, but he will kill. He will be killed nonetheless. Relocate now comes out into the top lane. They try to go in. They try to get another one, and they will get Ace on the Wraith King, as the Ursa with the Sanking will be more than enough to kill this guy. Double down. And like I was saying, Lion still banking up for that blink. Will take him a little while before he finishes that. The Enigma does finish up an item, and that is going to be his blink completed. The Wraith King, well, blink, armlet, echo saber. You go for those 3 like medium 2k kind of items, and then you go for something like a radiance as a big item. That's always the thing you go for. XaKoH in the top lane goes for an epicenter, sets up to the top lane, goes onto the sniper. The sniper is going to be burning down a little bit. Mechanism is going to keep him alive, but only for a second longer. Black hole a little bit too late with the black hole, but they can get the turnarounds now, as Ark is going to be a little bit in trouble. They need to fire blast him, they need to stun him. They get the stun, they get the impale, they have the finger of death available as well. They go forward, and the Ursa will be killed. Kuman tries to go for initiation, but the Midnight Pulse is going to stop his blink from being used. He goes on to the Ogre Magi. The Ogre Magi is still alive. Fire Blast up on the Tiny. He will keep himself alive. And Noya continues fighting up against Fervian. Fervian is going to be focused on. He will be killed. And Noya even survives on this Ogre. He always survives somehow. But it's a tanky hero in the end. And Jesus, I don't even know how this guy ends up living. Comanche, again, just throwing their bodies at the fire. They got the initial kill on the sniper, but it feels like the fight is already lost. Like, they blew the Enrage as well as the epicenter for the 1 kill, and then they lost the heroes, so you can't really continue fighting at that point. Oh, Ark tries to go on Baby Knight. Baby Knight is a little bit in trouble. Will go for his drums. Kuman goes in, gets a stun on him. Not able to lift him. He's not close enough to use that spell. Ark, in the meantime, still trying to run him down. Will be hit by the shrapnel. Looks like Baby Knight trying to just zone him around. Is slowing him as well with that Sanjin Yash. And Ark is going to be in trouble. Does have his Enrage available, but he's going to be dropping down slowly and surely, as what looked like an easy kill on the slab ends up just not happening. Baby Knight using all of that shrapnel, and luck in the later stages of the game, and we'll see. Oh, Kuman, Io comes in, tries to help him. Black hole comes out, and this looks like the Io is going to be in trouble. He might try and go for relocate. Actually, he already used the relocate when he went on him the first time, which got cancelled by the Enigma's black hole. So the Io not quite happening there. They find Fervian in the backlines as well with Rice's line as well as Noya's Ogre Magi. So 3 people dead on the side of Comanche. It does buy space for the Ursa to get Roshan. He blinks himself away, will survive as well, so he can use that Aegis for the next fight, but That's a lot of gold given away to the enemy team. 1.5k gold given to Cloud top lane. In the meantime, Comanche, they're thinking about going for a jump on this sniper. They go in, they try to jump in, but again, Baby not too fast. Craig will go for his ultimate now, and XaKoH is going to be the next one to drop down. One more hit is all they need, and they get the kill. The Sanking will drop down 20 seconds before he is back up and running. Ace will get a T2 tower in the mid lane, and they continue getting kills. Ark goes in, tries to go for a jump on the Enigma. The Enigma will be taken down here, and that is a big kill. That is 700 gold in the pockets for Ark's Ursa. He is going to be slowed down, cannot use his blink at the moment, and Baby Knight's coming in using another drum charge. The Ursa will be run down. The Tiny is going to be focused first. The Ursa will burn, and that is going to be the Aegis. He might be able to blink away if he's quick enough. He gets to blink away, and but he's now stuck in the trees. He's not able to move anywhere. If they were to use shrapnel there randomly, they could see him. Alright, they won't either way in the bottom lane. In the meantime, we have Ace jumping in, getting a kill on Yo's IO, and he might continue fighting. He does have... Okay, yeah, he goes in. Nice blink dodge by XaKoH, though, not letting him... I don't think an active scepter changes the game that much for the side of Comanche. It means he can push towers way faster than before, but it's like a sieging item. It's a teamfight item if everyone is gathered around each other, but as like a single target burst tool, it doesn't really twice with a Tiny. You can barely kill him once. You can't kill him once with a toss avalanche combo, with a double hit, with a shadow blade strike or whatever. He's still going to be alive, and then you have to worry about the second life as well. Mid lane, Static Storm comes out onto Noi. He may be taken down. He indeed will be killed. Ark BKB comes out, so he does well at least secure himself that he gets that kill, and he will be able to get that little bounty on the creep as well as 120 gold given away.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
120 gold.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Alright, well, why not? Cloud9, 20,000 net worth lead right now. Bottom T1 tower will be taken down by the Titan trying to last hit. In the meantime, Ace goes in, and this is the one person you don't want to be here. IO goes for relocate out, tries to save Kuman, and I believe he didn't even have to do that as he went for that Shadow Blade, so that's pretty much just the IO suiciding, if anything. But I guess miscommunication, or maybe it was just for safety. I mean, you can't really expect anything else, and I guess the Enigma did have dust available, so the relocate was the only option to keep the Tiny safe. And, well, the IO will have to give up his life as well as... Desolate is actually a very, very nice item on Ursa. It's a great damage item. It's such a value, cheap value damage, pretty much. So, I like it. I feel like it's a decent item. Glimmer Cave is up on the triple now, and IO top lane with Kuman. They're trying to rat, they're trying to disengage with a relocate, but they get found, they get smoked on by Cloud9, and Cloud9, they will kill them. They know how to... Alrighty, they're now going high ground again. Only Ace showing as well. How do you deal with this guy? They go in the back. XaKoH tries to go for a bar effect. Not actually happening. No, he will be punished. He misses, and oh boy, that is a dead Sankey. Now they go on to Fermin as well with Ace. Ace just killing everything that moves, and he still has his reincarnation available. He gets tossed back into the mid lane. He will be killing the IO as well, relocating to the back line. XaKoH goes in for an epicenter, but everyone is dead already on the side of Comanche. No worse and no disrupt, no buybacks from those two heroes. The IO goes for buyback as well. Needs to go in and help Kuman survive. He will go for Shrine Heals. Will tries to keep him alive, but the damage is too much. GG gets called as Cloud9. Way too much damage. They'll go for a black hole just for this show that the power is real, and Cloud9, they will win this best of 3 series. The second game surprisingly even worse than the first one, as Comanche, they just couldn't beat them. Cloud9, they just showed too strong in both.